We're going to do a values elicitation with Michelle now. So, Michelle, in terms of your work, what's important to you?
Being able to help people.
Help people, okay. What else?
Being effective. Being supportive of other people.
So to be able to be supportive
Yes.
of other people, yeah.
To be able to have be able to get my records done and statistics done and things like that.
What's important to you about that?
We are sort of judged on those.
You're judged on them?
Yes.
Okay, so what's important to you about that?
That I please my managers.
So being able to please your managers, okay, yeah. What else is important to you in terms of your work?
For me to feel fulfilled.
So fulfillment. Yeah. What else is important to you?
For me to feel enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic.
And actually enjoy what I'm doing.
And enjoyment.
Yes.
Is that the same thing then? To be able to be enthusiastic and enjoyment, is that the same thing or is it different?
I suppose it's the same thing, really.
Same thing, okay.
I can't think of any more at the moment.
That's absolutely fine. So, when you think about your work, when you think about your job, what actually is important to you?
My ultimate thing is to be able to help people.
To help people, to be able to help people.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, which you said initially.
Yes.
What else?
What is important? To get people better.
To enable.
I suppose, yeah, to enable people and to get them better.
To get them better.
Yes.
Is that the same as helping people?
I suppose it is. There's different aspects of what I do.
Yeah.
I suppose ultimately it all comes down to helping them.
Right, okay. Yeah. Is there anything else important to you about your work, your job?
To feel competent.
Feel competent? So to be able to feel competent. Yeah. What else?
I can't think of anything else.
Okay, so if you had a job where you were able to help people, where you were able to be effective and be competent, to be able to be supportive of others, to please your management, to be fulfilled, and to be enthusiastic and enjoy it.
Yes.
Would that be the perfect job for you? Is there anything else that's important to you in terms of your work?
Well, personal development is very important to me.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, I can't think of anything else.
That's it, is it? Okay, thanks for that for now. We're just going to check Michelle's motivation strategy at work now. So, Michelle, can you remember a time when you were really motivated at work?
Yes.
Can you remember a specific time when you were really motivated at work?
Yes.
Okay. When you think about that time, and if you go back to that time now, what happened just before you got that feeling of motivation?
Well, it was, I knew I was seeing a particular patient.
Yeah.
And we'd done a lot of work together, and it was sort of about to turn the corner. So I was very motivated and excited.
Motivated, yes, and excited.
Yes, to be sharing that journey.
Okay. And
with them.
what feeling did you get just before you were motivated?
Excited.
You were excited. So you were excited, and that made you motivated.
Yes.
Okay, great. So that's fine. So we'll add that to your list then. So excitement, as well as enthusiasm and enjoyment, perhaps, is important to you. Okay, great. What would have to happen if you had all of these things in place? What would have to happen in order for you to leave?
What would have to happen?
Yeah.
Get the sack.
I know you get the sack. Absolutely. But if you decided to leave what would have to happen in order for you to leave voluntarily?
It would be where I stop getting job satisfaction, probably stopping being able to help people. Yeah. Losing training.
Right, okay. Training, which is your personal development.
Isolated.
Okay, what do you mean by being isolated?
Well, I work as a lone worker, but also part of a team, and I think if I was solely a lone worker, I wouldn't be happy.
So teamwork,
or
being part of a team.
I like to be part of a team.
Part of a team is important to you as well.
Yes.
And so, if you were a lone worker,
yes,
what would have to happen in order for you to actually decide to stay in the end?
I would have to get fulfillment elsewhere, because I get a lot of fulfillment from team members.
Yep.
We bounce off each other, we enthuse each other, we energise each other.
Yep.
We have a good old moan to each other at times.
Yeah.
And I think if I didn't get that off team members, I would have to get it in perhaps some sort of training or education or...
Okay, so there'd have to be some involvement with other people somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So maybe training, you mentioned training before anyway, so that's great. And if you had that training and you were a sole worker, what would have to happen in order for you to definitely decide I'm leaving?
If I didn't feel I was being of benefit to other people.
Right, okay. So this comes back to you helping people.
Yes.
Okay, that's absolutely great. Right, so out of these then, so we've got helping people,
yes,
being effective yourself, being supportive of others, pleasing management, being fulfilled, enthusiasm and enjoyment, having enthusiasm and enjoyment, being able to feel competent, personal development, excitement, and being part of a team. Out of those, which would you say is the most important to you?
Ooh, most important. I would say helping people.
Helping people?
Yes.
Okay. And then, what would you say is the next most important?
Fulfillment.
Fulfillment. Okay. So, if you had fulfillment but you didn't have the ability to help people, would that be okay?
No.
If you were able to help people but there was no fulfillment, would that be okay?
I would get fulfillment from other areas.
Right. Okay, that's fine. Where would you go next? What would you say next? So helping people, fulfillment.
I think probably enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic?
Yes.
Yep, so that's 3, yeah.
I think effective.
Being effective?
Yes.
4, yep.
Although perhaps they need to go the other way around, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Well, let's try it out then. So, if you were able to be effective, but there was no enjoyment, would that be okay?
No, I'd have to have some sort of enjoyment.
So, if you had enjoyment, but you weren't actually able to be effective, would that be?
I think job enjoyment is because it's what motivates me, and if I don't enjoy it, I'm not going to do it.
No, okay, that's absolutely fine. No problem at all. What would come next, do you think?
I think supportive of others.
Being supportive of others,
Yes.
yeah.
Feeling competent.
Yeah.
Personal development is really important.
Yeah.
Being part of a team. Excitement. That sort of linked in higher up, I think, with it. Sort of. I know it separated, didn't it, when we discussed it? But I sort of see it as very similar to
as
that.
part of enthusiasm and enjoyment.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And
would you say it's the same thing? Excitement is the same as enjoyment.
I suppose they are. I think they are different.
Yes. And equally as important, or would it be okay to have enjoyment where there's no excitement?
Yeah.
Would it be okay to have excitement where there's no enjoyment?
No.
Okay. So you'd have enjoyment and then probably excitement next.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 4, and then so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Part of a team 9, and then pleasing management as 10.
Last one.
Does that surprise you?
Not really.
Okay, so if I had a job where you were able to help people, where you were able to get the fulfillment that you need, where you were going to enjoy yourself and it was really exciting work and you were going to be able to be effective and support others, would you like to come and join me in that job?
Certainly would.
You certainly would?
I would, yeah.
Okay, that's brilliant. Excellent. Okay, that's great. So what we're going to do next is we're going to just check whether these values are in the right place for you. So we've established where they are at this point in time.
Yes.
What we need to do next is we need to establish whether you're happy with where they are.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll do that in a second.